40 degrees. We have with us on our final day of the year the CEO of the YMCA, the Rock River Valley, Brent Pentenberg, joins us, and also Pastor K. Edward Copeland from New Zion Baptist Church.
Good morning, guys.
You guys are
forming
a team here for the Daniel plan. We'll get to that in a moment, but I know you're going to be with the family tonight. You're going to be working tonight, huh, Pastor?
Yes.
Pastor's work is never done. Tonight at 10 o'clock, Hope Fellowship Church, as well as St. Paul Church of God in Christ, along with New Zion, we combine, and we're going to have a service, last service of the decade, just coming together to celebrate God's goodness to us. And that service will take place at New Zion, 4747 West Riverside Boulevard, starting at 10 o'clock p.m.
And it goes right until?
Yeah, at midnight, we'll be at the altar praying in the new year.
Wow, a good way to kick off the new year. So that's a fun service going on. You said starting at 10 tonight?
Starting at 10 p.m. tonight.
And it's open not just to those three churches.
Open to anybody.
To one and all. Okay.
Everybody who wants to have a safe place to come and bring their children to come to celebrate the new year.
All right, sounds good. And that'll be tonight at New Zion. And that's, I guess, one of the pinnacles of the Daniel plan, faith.
Yeah.
Let's see, first of all, what is the Daniel plan, Brent, and why are you bringing it to the Y and to the Rockford area?
Yeah. Well, for a while, personally, I've kind of been on a journey to kind of discover what God says about health. And knowing, obviously, with the YMCA, we're an organization that's focused on spirit, mind, and body. And the Daniel Plan is really a lifestyle and a comprehensive way of living that includes 5 essentials. And so through the Daniel Plan, we'll be discovering and talking about these 5 essentials. And one of them is faith. The other is food, fitness, focus, and friends. And so over an 8-week period, we're going to discover and talk about these essentials and why they pertain so much to our overall health and why they're so important for how we live.
And this time of year, too, it's, everyone does maybe set those resolutions, which we know maybe don't always stick. But the focus of the Daniel Plan is to kind of maybe kick off the new year. This could be a great time to start that new outlook and new mentality.
Yeah, I think that's the key. It's an outlook. It's a perspective on your health that recognizes that it's not just about the food. It's the friends that you have around you that can help you stay on track. It's the faith in God's power to help you to stay on track. It's the whole fitness piece. It's all together, and that's why the Y is such a beautiful place to launch this, because their whole focus is spirit, mind, and body, and that's what it's going to take in order to actually see transformation.
And have success, lasting success, too. But you've already been off to a good start.
Yeah. Well, and two, I think, just like what Pastor Copeland was saying, the foundation of the Daniel Plan is faith and the understanding that God has, unconditional love for us and the love of self. But then what makes the kind of the secret sauce, and they'll talk about this of the Daniel Plan is friends. It's the community. And so oftentimes when you're trying to change your lifestyle, when you're trying to eat differently or live differently, you do it alone. And then 2 weeks in you're already
done.
You're kaput.
Right.
And so doing this in context of community and doing it with others is just so important. And so that's why the Y has brought in partners, and we're so excited to partner with Pastor Copeland and New Zion. We're also partnering with State Line Church and First Chiropractic of Rockford with Dr. Jared. And so we're going to kind of leverage the resources and the talent of all of these organizations and churches to really help the community.
How are you going to launch this plan? How are you encouraging people to take up the Daniel Plan?
Yeah. Well, I would encourage anyone that's interested to go to our website, rockriverymca.org, and the Daniel Plan will be there, and you can register there. We're going to be launching the Daniel Plan January 13th. It will be every Monday night following that from 6 to 7:30 at the Downtown Y in the Log Lodge. And Pastor Copeland will be kicking off with the first essential, faith, and talking about how faith pertains to our health.
It kind of sets you up to have, you want to achieve the fitness and the, maybe have the food, correct, diet, but you really have to start with a focus too, and kind of set your goals, which you'll talk a little bit about at the event too, right?
No doubt. And I think what is important for us to realize in terms of health and lifestyle change is that when you're focused on living differently, you have to know what is the best choices to make. And I think with the Daniel Plan, this will really equip our community and the people that are going through it with really good information of how food and how faith and how fitness affects so much of our overall health. And food oftentimes is the enemy. You know, we see food as like something to stay away from, but food is really information. It's medicine.
Right.
Just choosing the right food.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And recognizing, as opposed to a diet, it's not as much what you can't eat, but what you can eat. There are things that there's abundance of food in the grocery store that we never even experiment with.
Yep.
You know, and we often talk about you ought to have a whole lot of colors on your plate, and fried is not a color. Try some new stuff.
Oh, darn.
Man.
Yes.
Well, so can you quantify success with the Daniel Plan? I mean, because, okay, fitness, I work out 2 hours a day, or I'm making that up. Food, you can count calories, you can count weight loss.
Yeah.
How do you quantify the focus, the faith, and the friends in this plan?
Yeah.
Or do you need to?
Yeah.
Well, that's a very good question, because I think it gets to the heart of what the Daniel Plan is about, and that is it's a lifestyle. The measure is, are you making progress? And as you continue to make progress and recognize that, you know what, when I eat differently, I feel better. When I feel better, I do better. When I do better, you know, everything around me flourishes. That will be the measure. It's not
So it's not
much,
like I got to lose 20 pounds.
No, it's not that.
You're on this now. You said you've done this. Are you obviously you're still on it? I mean, that's not a plan where you go off it. You're on it.
Yeah.
How have you felt since when? How long have you been on it?
Been on this kind of journey for about 1.5 years.
Oh, that long? Okay.
Yeah. And I would say overall lost about 15 pounds, but I would say, and I have good days and I have bad days for sure. And there are times that it's a struggle. But I think what has kind of kept me focused and why it's so important is now I've seen how these choices are affecting my entire family, and why it's so important for us to help raise our children in an environment where they are getting the nutrition, they're getting the type of nourishment they need to reach their full God-given potential as well. So
I think the real key to his point is that ultimately the goal is to live the healthiest, the most wholesome, the most flourishing life that you can live. And a lot of the things that are impacting us as a society are directly related to food. When we talk about diabetes or heart conditions or obesity, all these types of things, if we can get a handle on our relationship with food and fitness, we can flourish in a whole lot of different ways, and we can perhaps not have to take as much medication, because food is medicine.
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And we are what we eat.
No doubt. And
Exactly
to that point, Pastor, the 75% of the dollars that we spend nationally for healthcare are related to chronic illnesses and chronic disease, and so those are all preventable diseases. It's a direct reflection of what we're putting in our body or how active we are.
Or keeping our body in shape.
Yep.
Right.
So the Daniel Plan is it's a resolution, it's a lifestyle, it's an outlook really that can help you be better and help you be better with friends with a focus. And it's all getting unveiled. It's being introduced to the Rockford area. This is something that came out of Dr. Oz and a few others, right?
Dr. Oz,
somebody
Dr.
named Daniel too, right?
Yeah. Don't forget him.
He says, wait a minute.
Yep. It started in Saddleback Church in California.
Okay.
It's faith, food, fitness, friends, and focus. It's 8 weeks introductory to the Daniel Plan starting January 13th at the YMCA in downtown Rockford, and $90 for the education and the outlook. And what am I missing?
And it includes a voucher for a membership for you
wonderful.
and or a friend.
For the 2 months of the Daniel Plan. workshops, and it starts January 13th, 6 p.m. Monday nights for those 8 weeks, 9 weeks actually. I guess you take a Monday off somewhere in there.
We do.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day, I'm guessing.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Hopefully you can all get a good start to the new year. Happy New Year, guys.
Yes, Happy New Year to you guys as well.
Thank you for having us.